team. Now bordering prospects in store.
Reds, first Thailand, and now Singapore. Look, Reds, everywhere, guys. Just incredible, seriously. This is all this club is about. You never walk alone.
Vamos, hermano. Time. We appreciate you're away with the first team in Singapore at the moment, but you've been watching proceedings closely today. The Senate have issued their statement with 15 recommendations, and key to all of it is that Liverpool fans have been cleared of any blame. Give us the club's reaction to that today.
Yeah, thanks, Pete. And yeah, we are out here in Singapore, but both here in Singapore and back in Liverpool, we've been watching the proceedings closely. Obviously, you got the report earlier today. And have had a chance to review it. And I guess I would say a couple of things. First off, we welcome the findings in the report. I think it's clear that what the Senate put forward was that the issues caused at Stade de France were based on a number of failures through the organization of the event itself. And in no case was that to be blamed or caused by the fans. And so I think from our perspective, we just think that goes back to what we talked about immediately after the event, and the fact that there was a number of accusations, frankly, put out there immediately after the event, and in effect blaming fans for what happened on that night, and I think what we're seeing from the Senate clearly shows that that's not the case. And finally, I guess, they've clearly gone through a process here over the course of the last several weeks, spoken with a number of individuals, a number of different stakeholders, and so we would welcome and support the 15 recommendations that came out of the report.
So, Billy, what do you think are the next steps then in terms of this and the UEFA inquiry?
So in this case, the Senate has asked that the French government review their findings and support their findings, and we would certainly welcome that. I think we would echo the comments made that no fan, football fan or otherwise, doesn't matter if you're going to a football game or a football match or a concert, etc., no fans should have to deal with what both Liverpool and Real Madrid fans dealt with on the night at Stade de France. So, and beyond that, I would hope, and certainly we would expect, that this review would play a part in the UEFA independent investigation as well. That panel obviously is just getting going in that process, and we would certainly hope that Dr. Tiago Rodriguez and the panel would use the Senate's findings as a critical part of their research and investigation into the events around the final at the Stade de France. And finally, I guess I would say I was incredibly encouraged to see that one of the senators specifically apologized to the Liverpool fans and to the Real Madrid fans for what happened on the night. And I would ask that the French government do the same, not just to the fans of Liverpool and Real Madrid, but to both clubs who have had reputational issues coming out of the final. And we would hope that they would extend an apology where one is deserved.
Finally, then, your message to the fans following the publication of this report today?
I think it would probably be similar, Pete, to what I've said previously, which is a huge thank you. We know that what happened on the night was extremely traumatizing for thousands of people that were going to a football match for what should have been a great evening and turned into something that was really horrific, both before and after the event. So I would say a huge thank you, first off, to everybody for committing their experiences down on emails and on letters that we've received, for taking advantage of the expert help that we've provided, which I think is critical. So those that still may need that, we would ask them again to make sure that they take advantage of that. And simply for continuing to support the club. I think this has been an incredibly challenging time over the course of the last 6 weeks, but I'm incredibly proud of our fan base. I'm incredibly proud of the way that everybody's come together, and I wouldn't expect anything less. And I would just say thank you to everybody.